Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE has made some controversial calls under the TKO umbrella, but the recent rehiring of R-Truth within days of his release restored fans' faith in the company. However, a wrestling veteran doesn't think the former 24/7's champion is here to stay for much longer. R-Truth returned at Money in the Bank and picked up right where he left off, taking out John Cena. On a recent episode of Raw, the 53-year-old legend cut his braids off and reintroduced himself as Ron Killings, dropping his R-Truth gimmick in the process. Speaking on the Coach and Bro show, former WWE Senior Director of International Television Tommy Carlucci heaped praise on R-Truth's character work and said he is going to get a big push. He also felt Ron Killings could play a pivotal role in helping John Cena turn babyface. Carlucci sees Killings winning the 2026 Royal Rumble and wrapping up his WWE run after WrestleMania 42. Ron Killings has been looking to get some revenge after losing to John Cena at Saturday night's main event. After ambushing the Nation leader once again on SmackDown last week, he finally got what he wanted. R-Truth will face John Cena in a non-title match on SmackDown next week. Cena has a lot on his plate right now. He is also scheduled to defend his undisputed WWE Championship against CM Punk at Night of Champions on June 28. Will the franchise player be 100% heading into his upcoming title defense? Only time will tell. He has played a pivotal role in building the website's All Elite Wrestling (AEW) section from the ground up. In late 2021, Siddharth assumed the role of an assistant content manager and soon became the content head of his team. He has also interviewed former WWE superstar Satinder Dagar, better known to the wrestling world as Jeet Rama. Aside from pro wrestling, Siddharth is an avid football and cricket fan. Outside of his field, he is a former table tennis player and loves to keep his passion alive in his leisure time. In the ever-evolving world of professional wrestling, change is the only constant. Legends rise, empires fall, and the ring continues to be the theater of the unexpected. Yet few stories are as compelling or as poignant as the evolving journey of Paul Triple H Levesque, a man who has done it all in WWE, from main eventing WrestleManias to sitting in the executive suites of Titan Towers. Now, a shockwave is rippling through the wrestling universe. According to a longtime industry veteran close to the matter, Triple H, recently rehired to helm creative after Vince McMahon's final exit, is rumored to be contemplating a departure from WWE following WrestleMania 42. It's a revelation that stuns fans and insiders alike. For a man whose very identity is fused with WWE's modern legacy, what could possibly lead him to consider leaving the company he helped shape for decades? When Triple H returned to creative control in 2024 following McMahon's controversial and final ousting, fans rejoiced. The product had sagged under years of chaotic last-minute rewrites and out-of-touch decisions. Triple H's NXT run from 2012 to 2021 had already proven he had the vision, patience, and modern sensibility to shepherd a new generation of talent. The moment he was rehired, WWE's programming shifted. A wave of fresh storytelling, long-term feuds, and character-driven arcs gave Raw and SmackDown new life. Stars like Braun Breaker, Roxanne Perez, and Carmelo Hayes were not only called up, they were presented as stars. By SummerSlam 2024, attendance and ratings were climbing. By the time WrestleMania 41 hit Las Vegas, some were calling this era the Triple H Renaissance. The game, it seemed, had found his ultimate level up, running the show from behind the curtain. But even kings grow weary. Even games end. The WrestleMania 42 pressure cooker. As WrestleMania 42 in New Orleans approaches, all eyes are on the main event. Cody Rhodes vs. Roman Reigns II. Legacy vs. Dynasty. The epic trilogy ender for the undisputed Universal Championship. It's been built with Shakespearean intensity over 18 months. A testament to Triple H's long-form storytelling brilliance. But insiders whisper that the pressure behind the scenes is mounting. A returning power struggle within WWE's board of directors has reportedly begun, with a push by outside investors to streamline creative. Rumors suggest that despite the success under Triple H, some factions behind closed doors view him as too talent-first, not enough bottom line. A veteran, speaking anonymously but with decades in the business, offered a startling insight. "I wouldn't be shocked if Paul walks away after WrestleMania 42. He's done everything. He doesn't need to prove anything anymore. And frankly, the politics behind the curtain are burning him out." That comment has exploded across wrestling forums, podcasts, and dirt sheets alike. Could the man who so successfully brought wrestling storytelling into the modern age really leave it all behind? Triple H's relationship with WWE is unlike any other. He married into the McMahon dynasty, absorbed its traditions, and eventually reimagined its future. NXT was his crown jewel, a brand that not only entertained but educated fans. It introduced words like work rate, kayfabe revival, and black and gold era to a generation who once only cheered for catchphrases and steel chairs. When heart issues sidelined him in 2021, many believed his time in the business was up. But like every great ring general, he staged a comeback, this time with a pen and headset instead of a sledgehammer. But perhaps that's just it. Maybe he misses the hammer. Should Triple H truly step away after WrestleMania 42? The options before him are myriad. Some speculate he could pivot to Hollywood. He's always had the physique, presence, and voice for action films. And in an era where Batista and John Cena are headlining blockbusters, why not him? Others point toward AEW. The very idea was laughable 2 years ago, but as wrestling's walls continue to break down, it's not inconceivable. Tony Khan has made it clear that his door is open to anyone who shares a vision for elevating the business. A backstage role for Triple H in AEW would send shockwaves through the industry. Still, the most likely scenario is that he steps back, not away. He might retreat from the day-to-day grind, allowing a new generation of creatives, perhaps including Shawn Michaels or William Regal, to take over, while Triple H serves as a visionary consultant or chairman emeritus of sorts. A godfather figure, less about control, more about guiding the future from afar. It's time to play the game. One last time? Fans are already rallying. Social media is ablaze with tributes to Triple H's contributions as an executive. #ThankYouHH trends daily. Wrestlers from every brand are sharing cryptic posts and nostalgic photos. There's a growing call for a send-off match, should he indeed decide to leave. One last game on the grandest stage. Imagine it. Triple H versus Seth Rollins, mentor versus protege, in a career-closing, storytelling-rich match. No titles, just legacy. Whether it happens or not, the sentiment is clear. WWE without Triple H feels incomplete, a story left mid-chapter. But perhaps that's the nature of wrestling. Nobody ever really says goodbye. They just pause the entrance music. Triple H leaving WWE would mark the end of a monumental chapter, but not necessarily the end of his influence. Like Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, and Pat Patterson before him, his fingerprints will be on this business forever. Still, as WrestleMania 42 looms, a larger question haunts the ramp. What does the game do when he's no longer part of the game? Only time will tell. But if this is truly the final act, expect Triple H to go out the way he always has, with the lights down, the crowd roaring, and Motorhead playing him to immortality.